Probably should never have been that close. He's left about 1 million points out there.
Oh, yeah, it's probably an understatement, eh? Yeah, look, I mean, so many chances in that first half, just our finishing let us down. I guess it's a bit of rustiness, within the group, probably to be expected, with the amount of injuries and, the amount of changes we've had to make over the last couple of weeks. And, I guess, only having 2 pre-season games probably affected us a little bit there as well. So, not only the finishing, I guess the decision making, we're looking for the balls on the inside instead of playing the player free on the outside, or, whether it was kick space or in that second half again, a little decision making error where, we did good work and defended pretty well, turned the ball over, and then we kicked it immediately where we should have we've had so much reward the whole game, by keeping ball in hand and attacking space, deep in our own half and then getting good yards. So, those little things, So I guess a bit of rustiness, especially on our decision making, let us down, and we left a lot out there, to be honest. But I think the overall sort of assessment of it was, great character, I guess, at the end. We had to fight hard, we had to defend incredibly well. They obviously got a lot of energy out of, getting a penalty try, and when we were man down, and we were under the pump. But amazing character. Those last 2 scrums that we showed, getting 2 penalties in a row, and just the defence, to hold them out, just because we know that they're a good attacking side when they're on song. So, yeah.
So they were doing the flank next week.
Yeah, look, I mean, probably a coaching error there that we should have put in them earlier.
I was going to say the first one, the penalty try, only had 7 minutes.
No, we did, and we back our scrum, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, we back our scrum. But to be fair, it's quite a young pack, You've got Carlos Sardi, at tight head. You've got Dean Muir, who's on because there's a yellow card, and we've dropped a flanker out. We've got 2 young locks. It's of course they're going to be under pressure, and possibly after the second penalty we should have put Damien there, But we learn our lessons. So when they came again, they asked for the scrum. We knew that, so we said straight away, Damien, go in, and the scrum was perfect, and we won a penalty. Unbelievable scrummaging from JC Janssen from Rensburg, and he gets us 2 penalties in a row. So good character.
The Desma said he agreed with the penalty that you won. He said it was a penalty all day long, but he said the first penalty of that sequence, he thought maybe they could have had a penalty try the first scrum of the second sequence.
Well, I think, it's, the referee's got to make that assessment, I mean, I don't think you can go penalty try. I mean, there was a bit of a break between them coming back onto our line again. So he's got to assess it, you can give the penalty. I think, if you ask Russell, he'll probably say, both front rows went up and it's a reset. But, they got the penalty and we got the penalty on the next one.
Robbie, Bob Marley, don't worry about a thing. Is that the theme tune going forward this year?
It seems like it, eh? I mean, we were pretty stressed out there at some stage, but that song does tend to chill you out a little bit. But look, we had it, we should have won the game in the 10th minute of the second half, to be honest. We scored a very good try from the kickoff. We had put good plans in place from the kickoffs, and we got good reward the whole game, actually. And I thought we were going to just kick on from there. We felt that our conditioning was good, but like I said, our decision making, let us down, and that let them back into the game, and then we had to defend. But rustiness is not a bad thing, first up.
Rocky, you see what's the prognosis there?
No, Steve, not good. Obviously he had like an emergency operation, his appendix burst, so he's out of tour. So that's a tough one for us. It was a late withdrawal, but the main thing is he's good, and he'll be healthy in 2 weeks or so.
So Dean Muir did well. I mean,
very well.
Never seen him really.
Yep. He had a very good pre-season for us. It was tough to not include him in the squad. He worked incredibly hard in his conditioning and all aspects of his game. And when he got selected, the boys were pretty chuffed for him because he deserved it. And I thought he was very good. I thought he was very, very good under the circumstances. We were under the pump, and he had to show a bit of character there, and he carried well, he defended well. He made one mistake, in their 22. When we were putting them under pressure, he gave a penalty away. But other than that, I thought he was actually very good.
How's Wilco?
Yeah, I gave again precautionary. Hey, you know, that injury that he got against the Bulls, you know, a couple of weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, obviously put us a bit under pressure. So we have to manage him. You know, he wasn't able to train for a good 10 days. So that's just a bit of stiffness, you know, and we've got a very important tour, you know, going forward, and we had to pull him, you know, just in terms of the sake of the player and the injury, and he's good, but and he'll get fit, you know, and I think that there's probably a couple of guys that, you know, we need to just, you know, nurse through the next couple of weeks and, you know, manage them, because they, you know, got injuries along the way in the pre-season. So that's what I say, that rustiness was there, but, you know, we're pretty confident that we can get them all up to speed.
Siya, how did you get up after the tackle? You got back up to defend on the, you got a huge knock. You know, you got back on the try line.
Don't know how I got back there. I wasn't concussed or anything. So I got I think a bump on my shoulder, and it went numb for a little bit, but you know, we're under pressure. And our motto this year is that we care for one another, and I couldn't stay any longer there, so I had to get back, and I was fortunate enough to make the tackles and out at the end there. So yeah, we were under pressure, and there was no time for me to lay there, so I had to make sure I get up and just put, and like coach says, if you're on the floor, you're like useless to the team, so we need everybody on their feet, so I had to get up and get back there.
And nothing?
No, I'm fine, I'm good. It was just, yeah, that's why I was able to get up and go. It was nothing serious.
Sure, Robbie spoke a lot about the character and the rustiness, and do you think this game that it's so hard and so you guys had to fight so hard for it will stand you in good stead for the tour that's coming?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. You know, you don't have to lose to learn all the time. You know, I think we did well to fight when we were under pressure, and you know, there's all our focus this week hasn't been on what we've been working on, and you know, what stood out for us today was our character, which was an important thing, and winning today was like the most important thing. Obviously, our processes were important too, but we wanted to get on the plane knowing that we've got to win Johannesburg. You know, we go there, recover today, tomorrow, and fly to the other side and make sure, you know, we're excited with this coming tour. No, we don't call it a hard tour, we're just looking forward to this tour. And yeah, it was important for us to get the win today.
So with so many sort of senior players out, it's quite a young squad going again. How important is that for the tour? Is it quite good for sort of gelling the team spirit, you know, going away and just getting to know each other a little bit on tour?
Yeah, I think it came at the right time. A lot of people will not see it that way, but we see it that way. We're positive about it, and I think that's where we get to know each other more. We get to spend time with one another, and we feel a lot for one another, especially on the field, and we get all of that time during pre-season. But now it's time to also, you know, off the field as well, get to know each other, you know, go for coffees together and go for breakfast and all those kind of things. But because we already do that on the field, but now it's time to get closer with one, because you know what, it could be this team that's playing at the end in the final. You never know what's happening, you know, and when someone goes down, it's another opportunity for another guy. So we're gonna push every single one. We're gonna need every single guy in the group. Even the guys that didn't make it, you know, they worked flipping hard to be in this team, and we feel for them. And us, the guys that are going on tour, we're gonna have to give it everything and not hold back. And if, you know, we can't think about injuries, because there's guys here waiting, we're ready to go. So yeah, the thing about caring about one another is about us making sure we perform and work hard at that side. Now we don't chill and settle just because we're on tour. We have to represent the guys that are here. And yeah, we give it a flat out go, and we'll not hold back, and we come back here better and closer.
Robbie, besides Raymond's brilliant, David, how did you like his performance?
No, he did well, did very well. You know, he's eager, he's got lots of work rate, he's looking for work to get the ball in hand, and thought his defence was outstanding. You know, he covered the kick spacing behind Sanchez as a dangerous player, so he could have put us under a bit of pressure there, but he was covering the kick space well. Closed nicely on defence, made his hits, you know, got his hands on the ball, scored a great try, and that was our intention the whole game. As you can see, that we wanted to attack them from kickoffs. You know, so it was great intent from the team, great intent from him. You know, it's a good start for him in a Stormers jersey.
Rob, a few lineouts went to straight throw, wild jump passes. Is that just, obviously Ramon came in late, but I mean, it's obviously trained with the team.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You know, I mean, it's just a bit of rustiness there, and you know, last minute changes. You know, I mean, Bongi's been training the whole week, and then all of a sudden he gets yanked on a Friday morning. So I thought Ramon did well. You know, he did very well. I thought his general play was outstanding. he missed that first line out, you know, which would have put him under a bit of pressure. But I think that from a calling point of view, you know, they could have made it a little bit easier for him and just asked for a front ball. But he hit one or two good back balls, and which they were offering to us. I thought he had a solid game. You know, he made one mistake. You know, at the end there with a yellow card. You know, that's probably, you know, inexcusable given a penalty. You know, on our try line when we've been defending for so long. But I thought his general game was very good.
All right.
Can you name the first one?
Tomorrow. So I was about to say, I'll send one out